Hello, this last week we began this launch of this special ministry where we're reaching out to married couples and really helping build up both marriage and just relational health in general in our parish. So this week it's exciting to introduce to you the person who will be helping us here at the parish to do that. So Anne, welcome. So nice to have you.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so my name is Anne Argenziano Gutowski. I am from Grand Forks, Reynolds, North Dakota. I moved down to Fargo for college. I went to NDSU. I graduated with my master's in architecture in 2021 with my husband. Shortly after that, we got married. We moved to Omaha. We had a baby. We were there for 3 years. Recently moved back this last May, shortly after our daughter was born. So I have 2 kids, a son who is 3 and a daughter who is 9 months. We moved back to be close to family, and we found coming back to Holy Spirit that there's a really great community that welcomed us in. When I'm not spending time with my kids or doing this ministry, I like to create things. I like to bake and crochet and watercolor, whatever I happen to be doing that day.
Awesome, and it's great to have you as part of the parish and really helping us in this. So as we begin, really together this beautiful ministry, what has been some of your initial thoughts as you've just been getting into it?
So at first I was really nervous about this, being new to the parish, not really knowing anyone, and also having not a lot of information about what this ministry was. I found it a little bit confusing, but getting more information about it and starting to plan our first event, I'm really excited about what this can do for our community.
Tell us a little bit more about that, like what can this do for our community?
Yeah, so our goal is to improve relationships, to create a culture of relationship health within the parish. We're planning on doing this by having events that really bring together the community and build relationship skills within couples, building relationship skills for single people so that they can have healthy relationships moving forward. It's really a community-focused ministry.
And what makes you passionate about this type of approach and this type of work?
Yeah, so actually I've been kind of passionate about this form of approach for several years now. When I was doing my thesis, my design thesis was about fostering community through architecture and focusing on women with small children. So this idea of pulling together community has been something that's been on my mind for a long time. So I think seeing how we can do this with communities focused on relationships is going to be really interesting.
Yeah, so what kind of impact do you see this ministry, this approach having upon the parish and the community?
So my hope for this ministry is that it creates community for those who may not already be involved in the parish. And that in that it allows people to feel that they're being seen, not just by people within the parish, but also from their own spouses. I really am thinking that it can help bring families back to life in both their faith and also in their relationships.
Awesome. What do you envision? What do you see from us? How do we who are listening as part of the parish? How do we get involved? How do we help?
Yeah. So first off, to help, just be open-minded. Even if you think that this ministry doesn't apply to you, come to our events, try some of our exercises, and if you want to be involved, we have plenty of spaces for people to come in and help, either individually at events or, helping with planning or, even just letting people know what's going on.
Awesome. Well, speaking of events, when is our first event?
So our first event is February 22nd. It's a Saturday. We are directly after the 4 p.m. Mass. We are having a Holy Happy Hour. It is based loosely on Drinking with the Saints. So we'll be having saint-themed cocktails and mocktails, and we'll have food. And also childcare will be provided.
That sounds awesome. Wonderful. Well, I'm really so excited to both work with you as well as just to see the wonderful things that can happen in this time ahead. So thank you. Blessings.